Well, the lesson is always, I don't know that much about the NBA. I mean, I can talk about it, I know quite a bit about it, but at the end of the day, games played out there on the court. Today, Houston beat the Lakers. First game, let's talk about that. I watched pretty much the whole thing, and it was out of hand way early. Houston scored the first 9 points. They went up like 21-4 or something, and just ran away with it. There's really not much else to say here. I do think that the Lakers played a really bad game. Certainly. I also felt like the Lakers were mailing it in a little bit, like they felt this was a free game for them and they could just take it easy, and it wouldn't matter because they still have home court and could go back to LA with the series at 2-2, and that would be fine by them. And it's probably true. They'll probably win this series in 6 now, but I just don't like mailing games in the postseason. In the regular season, I can see it. In the postseason, I don't like it. Kobe started off well, and then the game got out of hand, and he kind of stopped shooting, and he ended up not playing that much, I don't think. Gasol played great, but a lot of those points came in the fourth quarter when the Lakers were trying to come back from 30 down, and of course they didn't. I mean, the Lakers made it close in the fourth quarter, but this game was over way before that. I mean, I know the announcers kept saying the game is not over yet, but it was. Anyway, Odom went down. From what I could tell, he looked like it was just some pain, and it wouldn't take multiple days to heal from it. But that's a concern because he is their third best player, and he's a big part of what they like to do. So I don't know. I understand that LA might have felt like this game they could take it easy a little bit because they got game 3 and they got home court back. Also, I really want to see Phil Jackson put Farmar in the starting lineup so he can take care of Aaron Brooks, because Derek Fisher is a better player than Jordan Farmar, but Derek Fisher cannot keep up with Aaron Brooks anymore. Aaron Brooks is too fast. Again, today we saw Brooks go off because Fisher cannot stop him. Farmar at least has a chance. Props to the Rockets for showing up like that without Yao Ming. Chuck Hayes fought hard down there. I don't think he has big numbers, but he was fighting hard down there, and he made an impact on the game. What else? Luis Scola had a double-double, so he chipped in nicely because he is going up against players that are taller than him and out-rebounding them. Just pretty much a blowout. I know the game got to within 10 points near the end, but make no mistake, the Rockets destroyed the Lakers in this game. Shane Batlier was knocking down his threes. Ron Artest was still useless, but it didn't matter much today. And he's been useless for a couple games in a row now. I mean, he gets his points, but he shoots a terrible percentage, so that has to change. I mean, this team is missing their 2 superstars that make the max in Ming and McGrady. So I know they won today, and they won big, but Artest needs to show up. And for the Lakers, it didn't go well for them today. Houston was making all their shots. They were hitting their threes. They weren't. And, obviously Odom going out, never really doing anything in the game didn't help. Not panic time yet or anything. They still have home court. They just need to go and protect it. But, I was really impressed by Houston. They're playing with a bunch of forwards now. They don't even have a center because Mutombo's hurt. So props for that. And Orlando, Boston wins at the buzzer, 95-94 on a 17-foot jumper by Glenn Davis. And right after he hit it, if you watch the tape, he runs down the sideline and pushes a kid out of the way. So it must really suck for that kid because he was an Orlando fan. So he got to see his team lose at the buzzer. And then this gigantic Glenn Davis guy, I don't even know how big he is, 250, 265, I don't know, he's big. just barrels down the court and pretty much body slams him. Poor kid. Anyway, I think there's a chance that the Glenn Davis shot would have made the Where Amazing Happens commercial, but it's going to be hard now because he nearly killed a kid right after he hit the shot. This game, again, Turkoglu. I'm really getting frustrated with this guy because I heard about how good he is, and I think he's pretty good too. I think he's been good. And again, it's the same story today. All season, it seems like Hito's been coming up short. 4 of 14 from the field. Took 2 terrible threes near the end of the game, just jacking up shots early in the shot clock in a close game. Why? He's a good three-point shooter, but he's not a sharp shooter. I don't know. I mean, I know he's still a little hurt, but he's shown the ability to drive to the hoop, so he's still got to be able to do that. 11 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 turnovers. Just bad. I mean, everyone else for the Magic in this game did their thing, I think. Rashard Lewis had 22 points and hit a couple threes. Dwight Howard had 23 and 17, so he was fine. Redick was not good, although he did have 7 assists, so he was filling the gap at the point guard position. But it's not like Redick is that good of a player. If you have to depend on J.J. Redick, that's your own stupid fault. I wouldn't depend on anything from Redick, and the fact that he did give them 7 assists and 0 turnovers, they have to take that. Alston wasn't any good, I'll give them that, but Alston's not that good of a player. I would expect him to give more than that, but not that much. And off the bench, they got good minutes from Courtney Lee and Michael Petrus. So they got what they needed from most of these guys. Hito didn't, and that's why they dropped this game. I mean, I know they were playing some slipshod defense at some points in this game, but come on, Hito. He gets outplayed pretty savagely by Paul Pierce again. Paul Pierce is exhausted right now. There's no excuse for this. Last year, Hito averaged 20 points a game. That was his career year. He's never really gotten close to that. Even this year, everybody was talking about how he was struggling, and he still averaged 17 points a game. So I'm kind of getting frustrated with this guy. He's in a contract year. I hear about how good he is. I know he's been good. I know he's the kind of guy who can give you 20 points a game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 40% from behind the arc, good free throw shooting. He's an 80% free throw shooter, but come on, Hito. That's starting to get to me because it's time. I mean, I know he came into the playoffs injured, but it's time to move past that. And 4 of 14, 3 turnovers. Got to find some way to impact the game because the other good players on this team did their job. Howard, Lewis, a couple of the bench guys, they gave this team what they needed to win. So that frustrated me. But, Boston did well. Paul Pierce getting to the line 9 times, driving, getting fouled. He's tired right now. Maybe his jumper isn't there, even though he did play really well today. He was hitting his shots today. He is making up for the fact that he is a little tired by getting to the line, driving, getting fouled, taking care of business. Glenn Davis was great. He was matching shots with Rashard Lewis, which is big. Kendrick Perkins had a double-double, did an okay job on Howard. Ray Allen, really non-existent, but he did have 12 points. He scored, more conventionally. He wasn't really shooting threes. Rondo had a huge game, 14 rebounds, and he's like a little midget out there compared to some of the other people, but he doesn't mind getting in there, rubbing elbows with other people that are taller than him and stealing rebounds, and 21 points. And Boston got nothing out of their bench, too. They got a combined 2 points out of their bench. So Orlando couldn't have asked for much more in this game. Boston has a crappy bench. In this game, they looked like a crappy bench. And you still can't take advantage. And Ray Allen didn't do much either. So what do you want, Orlando? I mean, it's not over yet, this series. Still got 3 more games. Orlando will have 2 more chances to win in Boston, but come on. I'm out.